What's up, everyone? Welcome to the video. My name is Gage Edwards with Waste360, and I had a chance to speak to one of our 40 Under 40 award winners, Cameron Funk. Cameron is the Chief Sustainability Officer at CheckSammy, and he has a mighty passion for making the waste industry a better place. Cameron helped launch the candle recycling program at CheckSammy, which he will talk about more in this interview, and his proactive spirit plus his love for thinking outside the box within the waste industry makes him a more than worthy recipient of the 40 Under 40 award. So check out this full interview now. So first, Cameron, can you give me kind of a quick rundown on yourself for our listeners so they're introduced to you and maybe like what you do?
Cool. Well, yeah. So my name's Cameron Funk. I'm the Chief Sustainability Officer for CheckSammy. I've been in the waste industry for about 15 years. In that 15 years, I played a couple different roles within the industry. Prior to coming to CheckSammy, I was in a vendor relations role. So it was a really great opportunity to meet all of the people within the waste industry. And I really loved that role, really gravitated towards that because there's a lot of really great people within the industry. And I've often said to people that the waste industry it's the biggest, smallest industry you'll ever come across because it is massive on scale. It is massive on importance. But a lot of the people that get in this industry tend to stay in the industry. So you do see a lot of the same people over a while. And I love that. It's kind of a community vibe, if you will. You know, we're kind of all in it together. So, you know, coming off from the vendor relations side, coming over to CheckSammy and doing, you know, what we do over here with the sustainability stuff, I think I saw an opportunity with a company that was doing something different, a company that was not really looking at it as, hey, we're going to come in and we're going to, you know, we don't want to come in and be a thorn on anybody's side, or we don't want to come in and reinvent the wheel. We want to come in and be a complement. We want to come in and be an extra tool in a toolbox for these companies that we've all come to know over the years. So, you know, that was our approach really, was to come in and kind of just be an additional add-on, bolt-on service for our clients and our channel partners that we can help out, you know, give them an extra bit of leverage. You know, with our logistics capabilities, we might be able to help them do a job that traditionally they wouldn't have done. And in that sense, we get the client or the channel partner thinking outside the box a little bit to where they're like, well, wait a minute, if these guys have these capability to do this, what if they could do this? And now they're thinking outside the box completely about, hey, we've had this particular type of material that we've never thought we could recycle, but maybe we can with their help. So we really wanted to kind of come in and just give that extra sense of support to get people to open up a little bit, because, you know, it takes thinking outside the box for a lot of this stuff to get something done. And I'm really happy and proud that we've been able to provide that for our clients and channel partners.
Yeah, and it's something I'm learning about a lot being in the waste industry now. Is kind of one of the big holdups for recycling and waste in general is education. So I think being able to think about outside the box and kind of provide those answers creates a necessary next step to making a more sustainable economy, which I don't know if you agree with that or not, but.
No, I mean, I think education's huge, especially when you look at it on a national scale, you know, because we're on a national scale. It's not the same. I mean, two towns right next to each other could have two completely different recycling programs. And what one town recycles, one won't ever touch. And you really do. You have to kind of navigate the waters and bring together that fragmentation, if you will, and kind of be that one-stop shop or that one-stop guiding light to kind of help out. And we saw that. We saw that, you know, and again, going back to what I was saying earlier about the vendor relations side, I like the fact that there's so many different groups out there doing so many different things, you know, and that's the people that we want to talk to. That's the people that we work with every day. So it is encouraging, and it's great to see that, you know, again, an industry like the waste industry that has been around for a long time is still very capable of adapting and is still very capable of coming up with really new, great ideas.
Yeah, that's awesome. And also, going back to that point you're making about people doing things in different like towns, like even for me, like our city, the city I live in versus the county, like my friends in the county can't recycle certain things, but I can in certain ways. So it's like having that conversation to figure out like, okay, what works best for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on real quick. CheckSammy, you talked about already, but I was reading up on a little bit of the CheckSammy candle recycling program that you started.
Yeah, so we you know, this really does go back to what I was saying a minute ago about how we had a client that we were working with, and they were seeing our capabilities to go out to all of their stores nationwide. You know, that, hey, these guys, we've called them and they've came out to every store. They've never said no. They've never been able to not go to a certain geographic location. we have this particular type of product that we've never thought about recycling in the past, but now with their help, maybe we can. And again, it went back to that whole partnership of we're both thinking outside the box together. And what can we do that traditionally has not been done before, or has traditionally been seen as very hard to do or almost impossible to do? So with us being able to come in and provide that logistics support to get everything, corralled, collected, rebought for source separation to recycle, it got them thinking outside the box. And that's what led to the candle recycling project. Was a very eager client who's anxious with all things sustainability. We love them. And it was just that. It got them thinking about a product that they had a lot of that traditionally has always been a kind of a sore spot for ways to get rid of. And now they're thinking about it in a completely different light.
Excellent. Now, when it comes to recycling, what do you think your philosophy is? What is your, like, I guess, hard rules for recycling for yourself or even for maybe your friends when you have conversations?
So I kind of on two fronts, like with some of the commercial and industrial side of the house, I would say my philosophy is try, ask. You know what I mean? You never know. It'll blow your mind the amount of people out there that will take some things that traditionally people were like, no one will ever want this. They might. And the thing about the recycling industry right now, and that's one thing that I love about it, is it's changing. It's changing every day. So what someone wouldn't have taken 6 months ago, someone might covet right now. Someone might want more than anything in the world. So I would just say to anybody out there that's, thinking about a recycling program or thinking about just, the things that they've had in the past and have not had a lot of success with, try again. There's all sorts of new things popping up in this industry. There's a huge future on the horizon. So, keep trying.
Excellent. When you think of us as a community, I guess maybe small and then national, what do you think we could all be doing better towards recycling? I know it might be a really tough question.
That is, that's a tough question. I think just the sheer fact that people are thinking about it more, the sheer fact that it's in front of a lot of dialogues. The title that I hold with Chief Sustainability Officer 10 years ago, there may have been a handful of those people, in corporate America. Now, just about every major company has one, and it's trickling down to the next phase of companies as well. So I think we're all doing a great job of talking more about it. We're all doing a great job of knowing that it's a team effort. And that's one thing that I love about what we're doing over here is we don't say we will not work with anyone. We work with everyone. We 100% are the Switzerland of the sustainability world. So, it's just more of that. It's more of the keep on the track we're on with the mindset that, hey, let's do this together and let's think outside the box and keep pushing for that common goal.
Excellent. Now, shifting away from, I guess, the more professional side and thinking side, the 40 Under 40 award. How did it feel to find out that you won a 40 Under 40 award?
It was very exciting. Very exciting. It's a huge honor. I've been to several, waste expos. I know what Waste360 is all about. You walk into the convention center and you see the Hall of Fame people that they always show up front. And, I know a few of those people personally. I think for me, it was a little bit more personal just because, I came from a pretty small town in central Illinois, and my dad and grandpa actually owned our local hauler. They had a transfer station and they had 2 rear end load trucks. And I saw my dad and grandpa and 2 other employees work and run those trucks and run those routes and bring a service to our small town that there was no other option. I remember as a kid having to go out and plug the trucks in during the winter so they wouldn't freeze over at night. It just, I have a very, very deep respect for the people within the industry. And I know the hard work that goes into it by a lot of people. It's not easy. And I think, for me to win that, it really did hit home a little bit just because I know that, my grandpa would be extremely proud. My dad was very proud. So on a personal level, it was nice.
That's excellent. I follow up that question with this question. Everyone has the same answer. Did you ever think getting into this industry, you'd be awarded for something that you've done?
No, and I never thought I would get into this industry. If you asked the 10-year-old me, would you be doing this industry, knowing that my dad and grandpa are doing it, I'd probably say no, right? Personally, there's no way in a million years I would. But, life has a funny way of working out, and I'm a firm believer in things happen for a reason. And, I got pulled into this industry And it probably is because, like I said, I do have a lot of respect for the people that are in this industry and the people that came before us in this industry. So it was special.
Well, you've made it through all of my tough questions. Now I'm going to open the floor to you. Do you have anything you'd like to share with anyone watching now, or even myself?
No, I think the main thing I would like to share, is just the same thing I tell anybody that we're talking to. We're all in this together. There are sustainable solutions out there. Like I said, keep up the good work, everybody within the industry. To all the other people that are part of the 40 under 40, congratulations! So happy for you. Can't wait to meet everybody. We really are a great industry, and together we really can do a lot of really neat things. I'm very excited for the future.
Excellent. Well, Cameron, I'll extend the congratulations to you, and good luck with everything. And of course, I will see you down at Waste Expo as well. I'll be there, so I'm very excited to meet you and all the other award winners, of course. But I really love your story. I really think it's inspiring, especially with a generational leap towards waste, and then turning that into tons of success. So I congratulate you on that.
Yeah, no, appreciate it, man. And I look forward to seeing you as well.
Hey, thanks for watching. You can check out more interviews just like this one with our 40 under 40 award winners on waste360.com. So be sure to check them out. And if you're in the waste industry or would just love to check out all the awesome things happening, be sure to attend Waste Expo in New Orleans. Waste Expo is happening on May 1st. It's coming up on us. We're about a month out right now, so be there.